All great characters start with a great idea. All great ideas start with a purpose. Is your character a martial artist for a fighter game, or a furry friend for a cozy game set in a small village? For this episode, we'll be continuing with our character from Aegis, a fantasy region set in our world building of Laterra. Aegis is an ancient Greek-inspired region with fantasy elements, which is currently under our development. Aegis' story focuses on the true meaning of strength, shown through our two main characters, one that we'll be working on further today, Malik. Now, if we do a recap, Malik is a royal knight of Aegis, known to be a protector and a cynical leader. Overall, he is a very stoic and dutiful commander. He's had some past trauma being born into a prestigious military lineage, with mastery in spearmanship that was very much pressured upon him. He also has an obsession with patterns, which he studies in depth to help him with military tactics, which led him to his love of collecting seashells. These are all details that you need for your character when starting off. If you're unsure with what exactly you need, head on over to gamerstudio.com/cheatsheet, where you can download a free guide from us, which includes everything you need for a character template. Welcome to Characterized! For this part, we're going to use two handy tools for a moodboard creator and a visual gatherer. Today, we'll be using Pinterest and Milanote, which are both free and great tools to use. Other alternatives for a moodboard maker are Canva, InVision, Moodser, which should work just as well. The key part here is assembling images that tell us everything about this character. Remember, show, don't tell. Include mood, colors, and personality. Many like to skip over this part, but it is essential to creating a solid base, just as we have right here, including things that are relevant to our character only. Once you're done with this, it's time for the silhouettes. A trick here would be to sketch out a pose that already best fits your character's personality. Block it out in black or your chosen color, and then draw details over it, like we have over here. The most important part here is readability. Notice how, for our silhouettes, you can tell exactly where the arms and legs are, as well as sharp edges for the shape language, which is also very important. Remember, sharp shapes like triangles create a sense of danger, fear, and activity. Blockier shapes like squares indicate stability, strength, and composure. And soft round shapes like circles indicate friendliness, naivety, and vulnerability. Feel free to mess around with these as much as you want until you have something that perfectly resembles your character. As we continued with our silhouettes, we felt like the pose actually looked far too elegant for our character. So we went back in and changed the pose to form our final silhouette, which works perfectly. It's totally okay to change anything during this process. Remember, take your time and don't rush this phase. Once we were happy with the final silhouette, we moved on to doing some rough sketches. For this, you want to do as many variations as you can. For the sake of this video, we only did 2 to speed up the process. But you can see the difference between the first and second one. The more you do, the better the ideas get usually. However, we were very happy with the spear from the get-go, as we've previously done a lot of revisions on it. But for this part, you want to include as many sketches as you can. This can be for small details or patterns. As you can see, we included pretty much all the references from our mood board. When you're designing your character, it's important that you only include things that you know you're going to use, or things you know that correlate with your character, as too many unnecessary details can create clutter and confuse you when getting into this phase. So this is all for this episode of Characterized. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we will be exploring how to finalize your design and getting into the refinements. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this.